Hey, 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 hey. Makan the world. Make the world. Learn, think, and grow. Got a little something for you.
The ones who walk alone are the ones who walk the farthest. While the crowd seeks
ones who walk
comfort,
alone.
the chosen carve paths through the impossible. Most people spend their lives drowning in noise, distracted, controlled, asleep. But you've felt it, haven't you? That pull away from the herd, the cold silence of being different. Isolation isn't just something you endure. It's the battlefield where the chosen ones are forged. I learned this the hard way. One day, everything I thought was mine, people, security, comfort, was ripped away. It wasn't the loss that burned the most. It was the loneliness. No allies, no support. Just me, staring into the abyss, waiting for it to swallow me whole. But here's the truth they don't tell you. Loneliness doesn't break the chosen. It builds them. While others run from silence, we embrace it. While they seek validation, we sharpen ourselves in the dark. This is where the weak are separated from the strong. Because in solitude, something terrifying happens. You awaken. Your mind clears. Your instincts sharpen. You start seeing what others are blind to. And the worst part for them, they can't stop it. They can't control what they don't understand. That's why your very existence haunts your enemies. They fear what they can't manipulate. They hate that you don't need them. They watch from the shadows, confused, threatened, powerless, because nothing terrifies the ordinary more than someone who has mastered themselves. When you step into your power, people who once looked down on you will start watching you in silence, wondering how the hell you survived what should have destroyed you. They'll sense the shift, the way you move differently, the way you see through them, the way you no longer react like they expect. You're not alone in this. You're part of the rare few who don't just exist, but evolve. The ones who embrace the darkness and walk out of it stronger than ever. And today, I'm about to reveal something that will hit you harder than anything you've heard before. These are the 5 supernatural powers that set the chosen ones apart from 80% of the world. Powers that make you unstoppable. But before we begin, and now it's time to unlock what only the rarest minds will ever understand. If you felt the weight of solitude, if you've sensed that you were never meant to blend in with the 80%, then this is for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a 7-7 in the comments if you're ready to transform isolation into unstoppable power. And trust me, if you truly are one of the chosen, you won't be able to look away. Every second of this will pull you in, hitting deeper than you expect. Now, let's get into it, step by step. And by the end, you won't see yourself the same way again. Let's begin.
If you're chosen,
Number
it's for the
1,
chosen ones.
The ironclad mind. When pressure rises, the chosen stay unshaken. They watch, waiting for you to break. But the problem is, you don't.
You never break.
The world is built to break you, to get under your skin, to pull you into the storm of emotions that drowns 80% of people. They react, they explode, they crumble under pressure. But not you, not the chosen. You've been through the fire, but instead of burning, you hardened. Instead of breaking, you became something they can't understand. Unshaken, unreadable, untouchable. And that haunts them, because nothing terrifies the weak more than someone who refuses to be controlled by their emotions. They call you cold. They say you feel nothing. But what they don't know is that behind that quiet, behind that stillness, is a mind that has fought every war imaginable and won. Most people can't stand silence. They drown it in noise, distractions, meaningless conversations. They run from it because they know that if they're left alone with their thoughts for too long, they'll have to face who they really are. But you sat in that silence. You stared into the abyss, and when it stared back, you didn't flinch. You know what happens when the noise is gone, when the world is quiet, and it's just you and your thoughts. The weak panic, the chosen sharpen. Solitude is your training ground. It's where weakness dies and control is born. The battlefield isn't out there, it's inside your mind. And you've mastered it. You've learned the one skill that makes you untouchable. You control yourself when others cannot. People will try to push your buttons. They will try to get a reaction. Because if they can control how you respond, they own you. But when they look into your eyes and see nothing but calm precision, when their words and actions bounce off of you like pebbles hitting steel, that's when fear creeps into them. Because suddenly they realize they have no power over you. You've seen it before. In arguments, when everyone else is heated, you stay silent, calculating, seeing 10 steps ahead.
Stay
In
quiet.
chaos, when others crumble, you stand still, observing, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Or walk away.
Today I'm going to show you how to do a Japanese
I'm telling y'all to be quiet. Just don't even entertain it. Don't say nothing. Don't even bark back. Just let it go. Let's get back to it.
And the best part? They never see it coming. The mind of a chosen one is like an ice-capped mountain. On the surface, it's calm, still, unmovable. But beneath, a force of nature waiting to be unleashed. This isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about controlling them before they control you. You feel everything. The pain, the betrayal, the rage. But you've trained yourself to channel it, refine it, turn it into power instead of weakness. And that makes you dangerous. Because when most people react, you calculate. When they get emotional, you stay composed. When they let the world pull them in every direction, you remain centered. They can't break you. They can't read you. And that scares them more than anything. The greatest warriors, the strongest leaders, the most unshakable minds in history, they all had one thing in common. They knew that control over the world starts with control over the self. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you one of the few. And the rest, they'll never understand how much power that truly gives you. Now, let's keep going. Because what comes next, it's even more dangerous. Number 2, the soul's X-ray, seeing the unseen, unmasking the truth. Most people wear masks. The chosen don't just see through them, they rip them off. You've noticed it, the way people speak with their mouths, but their bodies betray them. The way they say, "I'm fine," but the weight in their eyes screams otherwise. The way they smile, but their energy drips with resentment. What's obvious to you is invisible to them. That's the power of the chosen, X-ray vision. While the 80% live blind, drifting through life, believing what they're told, you see everything for what it truly is. They don't like that. It makes them uncomfortable. Because when you look at them, they feel naked, exposed. No amount of charm, deception, or pretense can fool you. And that shakes them to their core. Where did this ability come from? It wasn't given, it was earned. Solitude did this to you. While others wasted their time chasing distractions, filling every silence with empty noise, you watched, you listened, you learned. In the quiet, you became a silent observer of human nature. You saw what most miss: the cracks in their voices, the hesitation in their words, the tension in their shoulders. You realized something chilling. People don't say what they mean. Most of them don't even know themselves well enough to be honest. But the chosen, we see through the fog. The world is a stage, and most people are just bad actors. They perform, pretending to be kind, pretending to be confident, pretending to care. But their eyes tell the truth. Their energy never lies. Ever walked into a room and immediately felt the tension before a single word was spoken? That's your gift. You don't just hear words. You read the air, the hidden weight between sentences. And it's not just individuals. You see the bigger picture too. The power games, the subtle manipulations, the real motives behind the false smiles. People hate that you can't be fooled. It makes them nervous. They wish you'd just play along, pretend you don't see what you see. But you can't. Because once you see the truth, you can never unsee it. You've probably wondered, why does this ability set you apart so much? Why can't others see what's so obvious to you? Simple, because they don't want to. Most people would rather live in comforting lies than face uncomfortable truths. They ignore red flags. They believe sweet words, even when actions contradict them. They tell themselves, it's probably nothing, when their instincts scream otherwise. But you trust the unseen. That's why you can't be manipulated. It's why people can't figure out how to control you. Because before they even open their mouths, you already know what they're going to say. This is your weapon. The same ability that isolates you, that makes others uneasy, is also what keeps you safe. While others walk blindly into traps, believing whatever they're told, you navigate through life like a chess master, always 10 steps ahead. And the best part, you're not just immune to deception. You can use this vision to build connections that are deeper than most will ever experience. Because just as you see the lies, you also recognize those who are real. You know what it's like when you meet someone who isn't wearing a mask. The energy shifts. The connection is instant. No forced smiles, no rehearsed words, just raw truth.
Right.
These people are rare, just like you.
Exactly.
But when two chosen ones cross paths, there's no need for explanations. It's like two warriors recognizing each other across a battlefield. This is why your presence alone changes the energy of any room. People feel it when you walk in. Some will be drawn to you, fascinated by your depth. Others will fear you, uncomfortable with how easily you can see through their facade. That's the power of the chosen. The power to see beyond the surface, beyond the illusions, beyond the distractions that keep 80% of people lost. You know too much, and that makes you dangerous. So, the question is, how will you use this gift? Because now that you have it, the world will never look the same again. And the next power, it's even more lethal. Let's keep going. Number 3, the razor mind phenomenon. Hyperfocus, instant clarity, unshakable decisions. The mind of the chosen is a blade, cold, sharp, and deadly accurate. While others drown in noise, you cut through it. While they hesitate, you decide, and that makes you unstoppable. Most people wander through life blind, distracted, lost. They chase noise, clutter their minds with useless information, and waste energy on things that don't matter.
Right. Right.
They are slaves to chaos, trapped in their own confusion.
Love it. They love
They can't see
chaos.
clearly. They can't
Get out
think
of that.
straight. They hesitate, second guess, and crumble under pressure. But not you. You, the chosen, are different. You have stepped into the silence that most people fear. You have stripped away distractions, walked through the storm of your own mind, and emerged with something lethal, hyper-clarity. This is the weapon that separates you from the 80%. When the world panics, you remain composed. When others freeze, you move with precision. Your mind isn't clouded by doubts, by fears, by the noise of the crowd.
All
You see
right.
things for what they really are, and that alone makes you dangerous. But let's be clear, this kind of clarity isn't given, it's earned. Most
All right,
people
good
can't
people.
sit with their own thoughts
Let
for
y'all
5
have a
minutes
little bit of
without
that.
reaching for their phone.
You know, I
turning
just
on
want
the
to let
TV,
y'all have a little taste of that. I mean, you know, I listen to stuff like this all day, every day.
fear silence,
You know,
because it forces them to face
but,
themselves.
just wanted to give y'all a little taste of it
You walked into the silence.
and motivate you, the chosen ones, to keep doing what you're doing. If you're seeking a better path, a better person, a better version of yourself, I'm just encouraging you to keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing, and everything gonna work out for you. Keep meditating, keep praying. You know, keep doing what you're doing, and everything will work out. That's what I want to let you know. That's my main thing I want to let you know. So, with that, I want to go on, end this. I don't want it to be too long. Y'all have a great day today. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your people. Enjoy your tribe. Love y'all. Have a good one.